What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So as promised last Friday, I'm going to be continually making a weekly update on my stock portfolio with Trading212. So as today is Friday, and because I'm not available after market hours today, I'm going to be making my portfolio update before the market opens Friday morning. But before we get into today's video, as always, if you're new around here, please consider subscribing to this channel as our next target is 300 subscribers. So with that being said, let's dive right into my portfolio. So as of October 2nd, the current portfolio value is about €3,376. We are currently up €128.28 or 3.95%. Now in terms of this week, we have added in a further €130, which we distributed in €50 into our YouTube pie and €80 into our finance pie. In terms of the financial sector, we added two companies in the form of Visa and MasterCard, and we also added two companies into the YouTube pie in the form of Virgin Galactic and Lordstown Motors. I've also decided that going forward we're going to have a 5-company sector rule. So for example, we already now have 5 companies in the financial sector pie. So if I want to add in any further companies down the line, I will have to remove one of the current companies and vice versa. We currently have 13 pies, and the first of these is the communication services sector. We are currently up €12.86 or 3.22%. We have 3 holdings so far, which are Facebook, which we have 50% weighting of the allocation to this company. We have 40% of the weighted allocation to Walt Disney, and we have 10% to AT&T. In the consumer discretionary pie, we are currently up €14 or 9.33%, and we currently have 2 holdings, which we have 50% weighting for each, and they are Tesla and McDonald's. And I want to currently add more companies into this portfolio pie, as I stated earlier that I want to have up to 5 companies per pie. So again, if any of these pies throughout this video, if you feel any company should be worthy of adding to this pie, please comment below and I'll definitely look into that company. Consumer staples is our third pie, and we are currently up €5.78 or 2.89%. We have 3 holdings in this portfolio, and they are Coca-Cola with 40% holding, PepsiCo with 30%, and Procter & Gamble with 30%. The fourth pie is the energy sector. We are currently down €1.37 or 2.74%. We have 50% weighting for each of these companies, which are ExxonMobil and Chevron, and down the line I'll be adding in more renewable kind of sources of energy companies as well, as that will be the way forward in the long term. The next pie is our ETF, and we currently just have the one ETF in this pie, and that is the Vanguard S&P 500. And at time of recording, we are currently up €19.26 or 3.85% holding. Our financial pie is up next. We currently have 5 holdings, and we are up €6.31 or 1.79%. As stated earlier in the video, I added in 2 companies to this portfolio this week in the form of Visa and MasterCard, and I allocated 20% of the allocated funds to each of these 2 companies. So as said, we have Visa and MasterCard, but we also have JP Morgan & Chase, Bank of America and Goldman Sachs. In terms of our healthcare pie, we're up €2.57 or 1.29%. We have 3 holdings in the form of Johnson & Johnson with 60% weighting, AbbVie with a 30% weighting, and Pfizer with a 10% weighting. In the industrial sector pie, we just have the 2 holdings so far in the form of 3M and Caterpillar. We have 70% of the holdings in 3M and 30% in Caterpillar. And at the time of recording, we're down just 70 cents or 0.7%. In the material sector, again, we just have the 1 holding so far, and that is in the form of Barrick Gold. We currently are up €1.47 or 2.94% profit. Another pie that just has the 1 holding so far is Realty Income, and we are currently up €4.34 or 5.5% profit. Our biggest position so far is in the technology sector, and we currently have 4 companies in this pie. The overall value of this pie so far is €1,056. We are currently up €56 or 5.61%. In terms of the 4 companies, we have 25% allocated out to each of the 4, and these are Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, and Alphabet Class A. In our utility pie, we just have the one holding in the form of waste management. We currently are up 64 cent or 1.28%. And finally, our YouTube pie, we currently have 3 holdings here. So as I said in prior videos, that this will be a pie where we discuss videos or companies and videos as such in my channel, and when I find companies that I feel are worthy of having a few euro invested into them, I'll be adding them into this pie. And again, they won't be blue chip companies, they'll be more speculative or growth companies that have a kind of high risk reward ratio. So it won't be a lot of capital invested into this pie, but it'll be more of an interest. And if you have any companies as well that you would like me to add into this pie, please comment below, as this will be kind of keep the channel a bit more interesting as well, and especially the overall portfolio be worth looking into to see where these companies go over time. So currently we are up €5.35 or 4.58%. We currently have 3 holdings in the form of Workhorse, which is an electric vehicle company, which we're waiting on the USPS contract. So if that comes in, this stock will definitely skyrocket. We currently have 6% weighting in this company. Next up is Virgin Galactic, which is a space company, and we are currently up 6.62%. We have 20% weighting in this company. And third company here is Diamond Peak or Lordstown Motors. Now you might have seen in the news recently that Lordstown Motors was outside the White House, and President Trump definitely approved this company, which will certainly be of benefit over the long term. And we have 20% weighting in this company also. Now over the coming week, I've also spotted a stock in an electric vehicle sector in China also, and it's NIO. So I might add this company into this pie, and I also might do a video on this company as well if any of you are interested. So with all that being said, that brings the end to today's video, and in terms of my weekly update for this portfolio. For the next week or so, I'm going to be focusing on building a cash reserve, as all these portfolios, well, 11 of 13 of these portfolios are in the green and up a fair few percent already. So I don't want to kind of bring my average cost up as much as possible. So I'm going to wait until these kind of start to dip, which they will eventually. And in that situation, I'll be continually drip feeding in more money to improve my dollar cost averaging. And again, another thing that I'll be doing this week, I'll be looking into the NIO stock that I mentioned earlier in this video. And I might also look into potentially adding in some more companies into my other pies in terms of blue chip companies. So as I said as well, that I want up to 5 companies per pie. So thanks very much guys, and I'll see y'all in the next video.